Okay, so now that we've got the file completed, we have all the data and the custom fields created, we want to save this Excel spreadsheet as a CSV file. So we're going to click Save As, and we want to make sure that you're in our local drive here. So let's go into our local drive, and we're just going to drop this down as a CSV file right here, and then click Save. I've already done that, so I'm going to replace that file. And now we should have two files in here. We have an Excel spreadsheet and a comma separated values CSV. So that's the folder or the file that we want to use for this. And we're just going to drag that over to here. So you can actually see it. Just click and drag it over here. So now it says demo leads for CRM training. I'm going to copy this name right here, make it a little easier for me in a little bit. Click next. And notice what it did was there is a matched. These fields did not match. That's because we didn't create custom fields for them. And these, here are the fields out of the CSV file. Here's the data that's in those fields. And then here's the CRM custom field that it aligns to. If it had gotten any of these wrong, I would go ahead and fix it, right? If it did not map properly, I don't have one for job titles in here, but you could search it and just do job title, see if there's anything in there and map it that way. So we're going to scroll down. SSN, remember we have an SSN colon, but we put it under SSN number. So we're going to go SSN, and there it is right there. So we just search it out and find it up. HC dependents, this was the field that was a duplicate. This was a duplicate, and then all of these were duplicates, so I did not import those, so I don't need to import them. And the agent name, again, there it is. Now, don't import the data in unmatched fields. So you want to make sure that you just check that box off. And then once all your fields are mapped, so we've got the CSV to the CRM, those are mapped properly, and we want to click next. Now it says right here, the import name, I'm going to rename that whatever the name of the CSV file is, and that's the name of my CSV file. I'm going to also have it create a list of contacts from the import. I'm going to click this little advanced button here. If you already have names in your database, I would just select this first one and add new and update the existing. However, if you just want to update or add the new contacts, you would select this option. If you only want to update the existing contacts and you don't want it to import any new ones, then select that one. And this might be let's say you downloaded the list and the email address and phone number is what it's going to use. Right here it says find existing contacts by email, or you can do phone number or by none. The default is email. That's typically a unique number or a unique identifier, whereas the telephone number, if you've got a main number for a branch location or something like that, then, or you have people that are using, let's say, the same phone number, the same home phone number, then I would not use the phone number as a unique identifier because multiple people, and it will overwrite the data. So you want to be careful of that. For tags, I would tag this as, let's say, import list, and then just hit enter. I would also tag it, if this was a ACA list, I would tag it ACA. And if it was a Medicare list, I might want to tag it with Medicare. And notice what I'm doing is I'm just going down. There is no Medicare tag in here, so I'm going to create a new tag by just clicking this option right there. You can also add new contacts for a workflow campaign. We'll get into that later. That is a much more advanced. You have to have the campaign or workflow already completed. We haven't taught you how to do that yet, so I'm not going to get into that in this training. And then once you're all ready, you just click submit. And what it's doing is it's processing this data and it'll import the data. Depending on how many names are on the data, will determine how long it will take to import. It might take a minute, it might take 10 minutes, it might take an hour. So if you've got hundreds and hundreds of names or thousands of names, then it would probably take an hour or so. So just be aware of that. So this list is already imported. I can go to contacts and you'll see that all the list is right here. Now, what I also did was, remember that first checkbox? I created a list and there's the list right there. So this is just the list that I imported, whereas this is everything in the database. You'll notice it's got some extra people down there. So that is how you import contacts.